Okay, we're at the word problems, and word problems are kind of a dividing line in algebra. A lot of students can do the manipulation in algebra, but when they get to the words, they have a tough time connecting the words to the what they've just done with all the manipulation they've been doing, solving equations, simplifying expressions, yada yada yada. So the first thing I want to do is encourage the reading of it, and it says 66 is divided into two parts. Now, if I divide 66 into two parts, there'll be two numbers. And I'll just simply say the numbers would be, like x and y. So I would say x plus y is equal to 66. All right, but you understand that x and y are two numbers, and 66 is the sum of those two numbers, x plus y. Now, what I notice next is they start talking about, a greater part and a lesser part. So, I'm going to just simply say that x is less than y. Now, for me to say that, what I'm saying, y is the greater part and x is the lesser part. And then what I'm going to do is continue to read and write down exactly what they said. So they said 6/7 of the greater part. I'll write this over here. Shall exceed 5/8 of the lesser part by 21. All right, so I'm going to claim at this stage of the game, I'm really done reading. And by being done reading, what I'm looking at is really basically some simple algebra. And I want to claim, if you're studying the notes, which I hope you are, that I have these things written down for you. I certainly have this written down. I certainly have this written down. And I certainly have this written down. And if you have that stuff written down, at least you're at the first stage of being able to solve a word problem. Now, at the school where I teach, if a student were to write that down, we'd give them half credit at this point, right? Just by writing the equations down. Now, can they solve the equations? I'm going to get my eraser out now, but I'm at the stage where I'm done reading. I'm at the stage where I'm going to be doing the algebra now. And the algebra can be nasty. I'm not saying it's not nasty. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply both sides by the LCD. Now, what I mean by that, this guy here has got a fraction in it. So what are you going to get? The LCD would be 7 times 8. Well, let's multiply both sides by 7 times 8. 7 times 8 is 56, right? Let's write this down. So what are you going to get? Well, you can get 48y equals, let's see, 35x plus, well, I got to do the arithmetic, and I'll do it on the side for you. So it's 21. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say 28. Times 56. So what's this going to be? 56, 0, 12, 10, 11. So it's going to be 1176. All right, I'm going to erase my arithmetic on the side. There's no real reason for that over there. Again, some students could do it in their head. Also, for students that have a tough time with arithmetic, I'm not opposed to using a calculator. Your teacher may be, but I'm not. All right, so what I want to do now is kind of, I realize I have two equations, two unknowns. So I'm going to take the first equation, which is x plus y, and I'm going to solve it for x. Let's write this down for you. X will equal 66 minus y. And I'm going to plug it in. So what do you get? 48y equals, well, you can get 35, right? Times the x, which now is 66 minus y. Now, the point of doing this is to have an equation in one unknown. All right, so what I want to do is I want to do the arithmetic again. All right, so let's do it. And I get 48y equals, well, I got to do 35 times 66, right? Let's see, 6 times 5 is 30. 6 times 3 is 18. Plus 3 is 21. Well, I multiply by 6 again, and you get the same result. Whoops. Give me a second here. 0, 1, 3, 2. I'll write that down for you. 2, 3, 1, 0 minus 35y plus 1176. I'm going to erase my arithmetic. And again, I know I say it a lot to you if you have a tough time with the arithmetic and it takes too much time and you're tired, please use a calculator. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 35y to both sides. And if you did that, you're going to get 80. Let me write this down for you. 83y. And I'm going to add 2310 to 1176. 6, 8, 4, 3. Let me write that down for you. 3, 4, 8, 6. All right, next thing I'm going to do is, I'm going to erase my arithmetic. Certainly, arithmetic really, no one needs to see that actually, but you should be able to do it. I guess scrap paper, so to speak. I need to divide both sides by 83, and I'll write that down for you. So 83 into 3, 4, 8, 6. Let's say 4. 4 times 3 is 12. 32, 33. I'll do my subtraction. And you get this. And what's that number going to be? 2, because 2 times 83 is 166. Well, that's good. I have no remainder. So now I know what y is. What's y? Y is 42. Now, so how are you going to get the x? You're going to do that all over again? Not really. I'm looking back over here. And what is it going to be? 66 minus 42. So the x is pretty simple. 66 minus 42 is going to be 24. All right, so what's the question? You know, what are the two parts? And the two parts are going to be 42 and 24. So the answer is right over here. And we are now done. All right, so this is the first word problem. I think probably some people are looking at it and saying that was a tough problem, mainly due to the arithmetic on the problem. All right, now granted, as we go forward, the problems are going to get more and more difficult. Thank you.